Hi, my name is Tyvis Powell, former Ohio State Buckeye and national champion DB. Welcome to the Buckeye Cast. These guys was born and bred in the Buckeye State, and they like to talk Buckeye football and drink bourbon. Subscribe to the show. Now pour up a drink and pull up a stool. Here's your host, Joe Warwick. Get him, Joe.
All right, Tyvis, we appreciate you. I with them. Thank you very much, Lee. Look at this. Got me a little cocktail. Oh, I got to get it in front of the camera. Look at this. I smoked this fucker just seconds ago. Watch this. Ooh, doggy. Look at that smoke rolling out. It's kind of dissipated already, but anyway, smells amazing. Smoke some bourbon if you have some. This is called a smoke top. They got them on Amazon. Add a little... some little wood shavings, and you got to get the butane torch. You can't use a shitty lighter. You got to use a little torch, but keep your other digits away from it. You might set them on fire, like I did last night. Anywho, got Jeff and Shawn in here. What's up, Jeff and Shawn?
What's up, fella? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody?
And we're back. Heard missed us. We're back. I brought my pencil. Give me something to write on, man. All right. Anyways, nobody's interested in that. So tonight, we are just kind of oozing, if the case may be, our way back into the fall. I mean, Jesus, we're a week away from camp opening up, which means we're 4 to 5 weeks away from first game. August is coming up here in 10 days, and in August, we're playing fucking football. So, Jeff and Shawn, how you guys been? How was your summer?
I'm still in the middle of it, Joe. We're fighting the heat every day.
Till November, sure.
Yeah, right.
Shawn? Anything
cruising right along, going as planned. It crawls up to the 4th of July, and then before you know it, it's gone, and here you are, football season.
Right.
It's the only thing, said it before. It's the reason they put football season there. It's the only thing that tolerates us, especially us Northerners. We love the summers. It's the only thing that, it's like, all right, if you're going to get rid of summer, at least you got football.
Exactly.
Yep. And, yeah. Our summer just rolls right in, down here in Florida. But nobody's complaining because there will be football to watch, even though we're watching it in air conditioning. Doesn't matter. So I got a question for the chat, and Jeff and Shawn and I will get into it later when we run through the schedule quickly. So for the chat, I just posted it in there. What game on the Ohio State schedule this year scares you the most? One game
scares us the most?
Yeah. Which game is most threatening? So Jeff and Shawn, we're going to talk about that after a bit. I want to let people pop in here and
Okay.
give their opinions before we give ours. So I think it might have been 1,000 degrees today. It was very close to it. Jeff, can you confirm?
It felt like 1,000.
Plus or minus?
Plus or minus 150.
Yeah. Good news, I doubled my money today on the British Open. So there's that.
Booyah.
Doubled your total income?
My total balance. I had probably 25 bets, and I hit on a lot of the long shots. That's big.
Well done.
But so anyway, the golf was awesome up until yesterday afternoon, and Scotty Scheffler just ran away with it. So what else do we want to talk about? Anything pressing you guys want to talk about? I put out a show on yesterday on Saturday, a bonus episode. I typically don't do the weekends anymore. But we had a commitment from Jaquil from over there in Fort Indiana, receiver. So that was a good get. That was receiver number 5 for this 2026 class. 5. You got a lot of rustling around back there, guys. I don't know what's going on. You raking leaves or something?
And Jeff's making a drink.
Oh. But anyway, so I put out a special episode mainly because I wanted to celebrate the 3rd anniversary of the Daily Buckeye Blitz. So there's that, 3 years ago yesterday, the Daily Blitz was born. But people forget, and I had to point this out, is this is the 10th year of the Sunday night show, the TBC Weekly.
What do you get for that anniversary? Is that a diamond?
Yeah, what is the 10-year?
10 year? Isn't that silver?
I'll take it.
I don't know. It's been 10 years of my marriage,
Is that
and that's
balsam?
no longer there. So I don't know. I never got the 10 years.
Is that one of them balsams?
Balsams? Is that what you said? Balsam, yeah.
That has to be a year. Paper? Isn't that one of them? That seems like it should be one of the cheap ones.
Good. Wood's the 8-year, I think.
Wood? Classic. Yeah. If you can still get it. Tin or aluminum is the 10th year.
Oh,
so
fuck. Yeah.
Here's a 12-pack of Bud Light. Right? So anyways, folks, welcome in. You know what to do. Hit subscribe. Leave us a thumbs up. I'd love it. And if you're listening on podcast, please leave a review. 5-star would be most kind, and it really doesn't it doesn't cost you any more effort than a 1-star. So why not give us a 5? Share the show with a friend. Yeah. We are live on Instagram and whatever they're calling Twitter nowadays. So eat it, Elon. So we are live right there, and YouTube. So I hope I'm enjoying you. I know that. And I'm going to keep an eye on the comments, see if we get anything good in here. We got a bunch of people popping in. I love it. Already we got Billy. We got Pam. Pam. Odysseus. The classics. I love the classics. I feel like we're a gang walking down a back alley. Anyway,
or the strip in Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
Shawn.
That's different.
On Enix Pay.
Hey,
still a touchy situation 20 years later.
That's your limitations, guys. We're fine.
Right.
Rumors.
Shawn doesn't know who's listening. He's very
Rumors.
concerned about that.
It's a mere assault charge. That's it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
No, the doctor.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
The doctor and his buddy.
Sorry, I was thinking of other things.
Yeah. There are other things to think of.
Right.
Oh,
hey guys, I got my first
multiple infractions.
Yeah. Yep. He's got a woman taken across state lines, and that's man act.
That's a man act. I saw that the other day.
Bank robbers. Bank robbers is a goddamn baby shit alongside what this dude's been doing. Much obliged. Anyway, I gotta. So like, I think this is gonna be like a weekly little roundtable, quick tidbit. I'll update you guys on my dating scene, as I am a member of like unlimited number of apps. So there's 50 million dating apps.
Oh no!
I'm on 2.
Oh no!
Call it 2.5. So,
Grindr and what other one?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't even know what that is. But anyways, so I got my first official date tomorrow night. I've had a couple coffee dates. I told you guys about the Russian girl. Great rack, no ass.
Joel.
What? Do you know her? I didn't say her name.
Okay. I don't know how. Then does the crowd know? The audience, do they know why you're on dating apps now?
I hope so. Yeah, we talked about it. I talked about it a shitload of times on the Daily Blitz. If you're not watching the Daily Blitz, then you're missing out because you get insight into my personal life, like right now, and you get a little bit of Buckeye football info. So it's every day, Monday through Friday. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. So I'll keep you guys posted as to what happens. Yeah, I don't know. At least, hey, I'll say this. She's 4 years younger than my ex-wife.
Whoa.
So, yeah. So I don't go older. I go younger. My ex-wife was 10 years younger than me. I'm going 14 now, bitch. We'll see what happens. She's probably a train wreck.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't tell her I had a podcast, by the way. I better keep that on lockdown. All right, guys. So we're going to do a quick 3-round draft on offense. Then we're going to flip it, do another 3-round draft on defense. Now I need to figure out a way to random number generator. So let's see. Let's see. Let's go 1 to 20. Shawn, let's see. Who was first one in? Jeff? Jeff was first one in.
Okay.
Jeff, give me a number between 1 and 20. This is to determine picks first.
Let's go with your age limitation. Let's go 18.
Shawn?
3.
Shawn nailed it. He's 5. It was 5. But I like where your head is at, Jeff. Shiny and round. Anyway, so it's going to go Shawn, Jeff, then me. I will take last pick. Offense first. Let me jot this down for future reference because it's very important that we maintain some type of honor. Shawn, Jeff, me. All right, Shawn. Offense. Round 1.
Let me see. Who should I take?
You can go off the board
number
here.
4, Jeremiah Smith.
Okay.
Jeremiah Smith off the board right out the gate.
There you go. Okay.
I think he's only a sophomore this year, so haven't really seen too much out of him yet, but expecting big things.
Yeah. Maybe he'll actually show up this year and put up some decent numbers. Jeff.
Okay.
Now you can make a major statement here if you want to.
I'm going to go Julian Sayin.
Okay, there it is.
That's a statement.
Right out of the gate.
Despite all home run derbies, I'm going to stick with Julian Sayin.
Yeah, this is not a home run derby or a dunk contest, so I understand why you went with Sayin. All right. Jokes are falling on deaf ears tonight. Yeah, as he laughs. I am going Brandon Inniss. Perhaps you've heard of him. Starting slot receiver for The Ohio State University. He is going to be a weapon, much like Emeka Egbuka. He's going to be utilized early and often. He's got the moves. He knows how to run those interior routes, find the open area, and then get upfield with the ball. So I'm going Inniss, mostly third in pecking order here. So
is Inniss also going to be returning some kicks for us this year? What are they thinking?
Very possible. Very possible. The Buckeyes, like Ryan Day, typically likes somebody that's sure-handed back there and not going to turn the ball over. They just want to catch it, fair catch it, and get the offense on the field. So yeah, I think Inniss is probably your guy. He also has the build. He can take a shot if some asshole tries to light him up. I don't know who else you would go with.
I mean,
Yeah.
well, you don't think any of those young guys are going to cut into his time?
Like Mylan Graham or somebody?
Yeah, or Bryson Rogers?
Not at returner.
No, I'm talking about just at slot.
Well, Rogers will be the backup slot, I believe. What do you guys think?
I'm not sure where they have Mylan Graham working in at. I mean, is he working more in the slot like that Emeka role, or is he working more behind Carnell? I mean, I'm not sure where they have the delineation of which guys are in what slots. Like, I don't know who's, you know what I mean? I haven't think it's been clearly noted, like who's running behind JJ.
Yeah, I would say Graham's probably on the outside with Bryson on the inside. Then, let's see. Quincy Porter, true freshman. I think he's going to crack the 2 deep.
Lot of talk about him. Yeah, a lot of talk about him.
Right. So, Shawn, who'd you have?
I had Jeremiah Smith.
Yep, right. We're going second round.
Oh, second round? I'll go with James Peoples.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean he's clear. I mean, there's been no talk of him not being our number one RB1. You know.
Well, yeah, but we're going to run a 2-back system.
Similar to last year, sure. But
And I also think it'll be a heavy run type of game. I hope so, or at least a balanced. Close to 50-50, maybe 45-55. But I think it's going to be close.
And naturally, there's going to be a lot of attention and everything, a lot of focus on our receivers. So we're going to be able to run the ball, beginning to set up that that passing game. So if we're not able to establish that running game, then we're going to have to sitting 6-7 deep and trying to take away all three of
we're
our.
We're gonna need to run the ball right out of the gates against Texas, or they're going to kill us.
Oh yeah. You gotta control the game. So I like Peoples there, but I think you will see plenty of Jay Donaldson, much like you saw the Trey and Quinshon combo, and Coach Locke is going to run a 2-back system. That's the way it is.
And obviously, we're looking at two, second, third round draft pick, 2 NFL running backs. We can't expect that same type of explosiveness. Pretty much from Trey to Quinshon, or Quinshon to Trey, there wasn't much fall off. I mean, they both had that burst. They both could do a lot of the same things.
Oh, I thought you meant that like couldn't both beat it out of their girlfriend like Chuck could.
Oh no.
Oh, that's fucked up.
But we definitely need to get the production. May not be the same, but we don't need the production at that level so much. We just need consistency and 4 or 5 yards. We need that 4.5 yard to carry. That's all we need really to be able to utilize, to soften up that defense a little bit to be able to use that passing game. So,
who you got, Joe?
Yeah, it'd be too good. So my pick. Let's see. Who's going to be our left tackle? Going to be Phillip Daniels?
No, I hope not. Onyanwa, the transfer from Rice, I hope.
That's right. Daniels the other side. I'm going to go with Onyanwa, the left tackle.
All right. I like it.
Maybe a Josh Simmons part 2, coming over and then developing himself into a first-round draft pick left tackle.
I like that. Yeah, that's probably the logical, safe choice. But I'm going to go. I already got a receiver. I think I got to go with Max Clare, the transfer from Purdue. Number 1 tight end in the portal. This guy could end up being the secret weapon, the kind of slept on guy. It could be the year of the tight end, guys. You ever heard of that?
Yeah, I just ain't never seen it.
Oh. Well, Kate Stover. That was the year as tight end, wasn't it? With CJ? But I'm going Max Clare. He came to Ohio State from Purdue. He was number 1 tight end in the portal. This room is loaded right now. This might be the best tight end room in the country. I've done shows about it. But Max Clare, this guy can be a serious weapon if we're talking about teams doubling up on Jeremiah on the outside and maybe even adding another guy on Carnell Tate's side. Then the middle of the field is wide ass open. That's what I'm looking at with Ennis and Max Clare. Down the seam, over the middle, short routes, or even deeper routes down the seam with the tight end. Those are going to be open, man. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of the QBs getting it there. Whoever is tossing the pigskin.
I agree. I agree there, Joe. I like Julian Saint's quick release and accuracy. Let's start to utilize more of that down the middle and allow not so much kind of cloud coverage on the outside with JJ. The year with McCord coming in at quarterback, we did not throw the ball inside.
I don't remember that guy.
I mean, you know what I'm saying, but like we just almost refused in a lot of games. Did not even go down the middle of the field.
They were so afraid he'd throw a pick.
Yeah, so,
he did practically.
So that's if you're gonna say this, it's the year of the tight end. You're gonna have to throw the ball in the middle of the field. Now, I love Ennis and I picture. I'll go ahead and predict now. Ennis is our leading as far as receptions.
Okay.
Health being what it is, of course. A healthy season for Brandon Ennis. I think he's our top ball catcher. With JJ obviously being the biggest production, but we'll see how much the tight ends play the role though. We got just about every type of tight end, in the 3-4 deep. We got the blocking, the big run punishing tight end. We have the athletic ball one-on-one tight end. We have the overall pass receiving tight end. So I mean, talking about Kazmarek, talking about all of them.
Claire.
So Claire and Thurman. So
yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let's circle back to Shawn. To finish up our offense draft.
It's tough right here. But I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Carnell Tate. I think everyone, we're sleeping on him. With Jeremiah Smith, it's obviously him. Brandon Ennis, you guys think the world of, but Carnell Tate's been out there and done it, and to me is primed for a breakout. And Carnell Tate to me can have a season that puts him into a late first, early second round position with the talent that he has. Now, if there's enough balls to go around, I guess we'll see.
Lots of balls, yeah.
But I mean, we've been talking a lot about Carnell for 3 years. That's a hell of a football player.
He turned down a big-time NIL deal from Oregon. His girlfriend plays soccer out there. After the season, he turned down a big NIL deal from those cocksuckers out there. So, yeah.
There's no shame with Oregon. No shame with Oregon. They don't give a fuck. They will tell you, hey, we're offering your guy millions of dollars. They don't care.
And there's no rules against tampering, obviously.
Of course not. There makes all these rules about how much money you can make before you got to go through a clearinghouse, but whether or not a team can just call your boy and say, hey, we're going to offer you this. Like, that's just allowed, I guess.
That clearinghouse is about as useful as the publisher's clearinghouse. Remember that shit? Ed McMahon shows up to your porch. That never happened in my neighborhood.
Yeah, bunch of broken promises there. But I got
broken flowers.
I gotta appreciate you, Shawn, for taking the one last fucking receiver. Like, you couldn't just let me have Carnell Tate. Like, that's why I was to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you reach. Work for it, kid.
That's right.
All right, I'm going Lincoln Kienholz.
Bam, that was one. It was between those two, Jeff. So good pick.
Wow, you're taking both quarterbacks.
Y'all want to hug the receivers? There's 3 receivers. Y'all need to take 2 of those. Fuck y'all.
Well, Lincoln could play receiver.
Graham or Rogers.
Lincoln Kienholz could play receiver. He's 6'3", 215. Boy's an athlete. You throw it up there, I bet you he'll go up and get it.
I think
this team is going to need Lincoln Kienholz this season.
Oh yeah, I think they both play week 1 personally. Before we get into it.
Oh really?
Yep.
All right.
Not saying which is. I don't think Keinholz is a starter necessarily, but we'll talk about the games. Yeah. Let's focus on the draft here. We still got to go to the defense. So Jeff's going Kienholz. You see, he won the home run derby at Ardale softball again. Dude's a monster.
Multi-sport athlete.
Yeah. All right, so I'm kind of left with nothing here, but I do have something. For you. I was leaning towards Carson Hinsman because I think he might be your Remington Award winner at center this year. And he's the apex of the offensive line. We know that. Herb, as going back to Herb's time. So center's important. But I think we're going to be pleasantly surprised by the West Virginia transfer, C.J. Donaldson. He's a dual threat guy. He dropped 20 pounds. He was playing over 240 at West Virginia last year. And now he's down under 225. I think you're going to see him, along with our guy Peoples, 1-2 punch. And if everybody stays healthy, which you can't guess at injuries, so we're not even going to talk about him. I think Donaldson could be a bright spot here, and I think he's going to be your short yardage and goal line guy like Quinshon was last year. Your touchdown gobbler. So I'm going with CJ. We got a new CJ on the block. Who's that?
I'm with it. Yeah, I think you're going to see that, and then even behind them, I think there's that room's, got some talent in it yet. You can bring in Williams Dixon for a little change of pace,
right.
And then Bo Jackson looks like he might be a dude.
Oh yeah, he's going to get snaps. Bo Jackson is not going to redshirt. No.
But then if you think is he moving Sam Williams Dixon?
Oh, I don't know. SWD.
Because we almost lost him anyways in transfer portal, right?
We haven't seen him. We have not seen him on the field except in the fucking spring game. So
it's all been good from him. Any news you hear from him about him is good.
But it's not much.
True.
You got Bo Jackson. So I think Bo Jackson has leaped ahead of SWD. SWD's a year older. And you got Isaiah West coming in from Philly. And he's been on campus. I mean, he enrolled early, but he was dinged up and was recovering from an injury in spring. And then you got our guy Turbo Rogers coming out of Bama. He's a summer enrollee, so he's been on campus for a month or so.
I think we see him in kick return. I'd like to see him in a kick return spot.
Yeah, his body's built up by then.
Jameer Gibbs,
yeah,
Bama had.
Right, exactly. But he's smaller though, substantially. So let's get into our defensive draft here. 3 rounds, no holds barred, same order.
Shit.
Shawn, Jeff, and me. Shawn's
the
up
draft
first.
The draft starts at 2. Shawn, go ahead.
Caleb Downs, baby.
All right.
That's funny. Shawn gets 2 of the 3 best players in college football.
Yeah.
You damn right. I don't know.
Maybe 1 and 2. Maybe 1 and 2, but.
Well, I mean,
right?
The draft really doesn't start until after the Caleb Downs pick, right?
Right.
Same
That's
with
what I'm saying. Draft
the
starts at 2.
JJ pick. Yeah. So go ahead, Jeff.
Ooh,
yeah, we're expecting big things out of Caleb this year.
Yeah, you think he'll be back?
After
all right,
this year?
so I mean, what's the question to D? You want to look at your pass rush. You want to look at your coverage. So do you have a lockdown corner? Do you have an edge rusher? Shawn took the best safety in the country, one of the best players in the country, but he's not a lockdown corner. He's not an edge rusher. Who is our top edge rusher?
You tell me.
Would you say it's Caden Curry? Would you say So with the second pick, I am going to go with our look to be shut down corner, Davison Igbinosun.
IGB, all right. Oven mitts.
A lot of experience. We'll see how those oven mitts have paid off this year. I'm sure it's something he's been worked on. I'm sure that was a big focus in his offseason. With the hand placement and hand play.
I heard a lot of it was more footwork actually, and not getting in a position where you're like that.
That's it. That was my next sentence, Shawn. footwork, the technique with the footwork can allow your hands to be in the right place. Hopefully it has all paid off, and he has made that stride to become a first-round draft pick corner. Davison, they've been noticing. A lot of leadership, hopefully.
I got a question for you guys because you are former underwhelming defensive backs.
Whoa!
Do you think that it matters? Do you think that it matters that he's 6'2"? Does that make for body control, like footwork and things, harder?
Well, Johnson was
almost
6'3",
too long.
He was considered the best corner coming out until he fucked his foot up.
That's one dude.
I think that but if you even go look at a lot of Ohio States, I don't think Burke, but a lot of these guys now, they're all 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2".
Right. Right.
I think
My question is though, is the footwork for a bigger dude more difficult?
Yes.
To I mean, maybe you're relying on your size for most of your career because you're 6'2" and you got long arms.
That goes along with the long legs too. The stride, you cover the ground. Now you recover your recovery on the getting the guy past you, and then the recovery speed with ball in the air. He gets maybe sometimes almost gets there too early, too soon, and there's too much contact for balls. At the catch point. Maybe I mean it definitely can be. I mean you see a lot of some first round draft pick corners that are just like a Darryl Stingley Jr. from years past, stuff like that. They're 5'10", but their footwork and their placement is impeccable at the point of catch.
Even Antoine Winfield back in the day.
Oh,
he was 5'10".
Yeah, but now they
5'9", 190, 5'9", 190 could tackle everybody every time.
But he was always in position. He did not catches over top of him, no matter how tall the fucking receiver was.
Yeah, that was.
So it's positioning, right? It's getting yourself your footwork, gets your body
like
in position.
Generational too. I mean, it's
a lot of that generational word gets used way too much.
I don't know. Tell me another 5'9" corner that put out like that.
I don't know. I'm sure I can find some.
Frank Minifield.
Ever heard of him?
Frank Minifield.
Minifield. Darryl Green.
No, but you're right. But I mean, but Darryl Green's world class speed. I mean, but you're right, Joe. Everybody knows him. Yes, he's got long arms, long legs, and just generally, but let's see this attitude, like or how you play, and you think, oh, I can give a little cushion on this guy because I know I can make up that speed, or make up base on break on the ball. But sometimes when you get there, you're trying to gamble and getting to the ball too late,
right.
And you're too much hand fighting. It's all technique. So if his footwork, if Aikman Nelson's footwork is better, yes, it's going to look for his hand placement. It's going to be better. He's got Tim Walton as a coach. I trust 100% Tim Walton knows what he needs to improve on and how to get better. So we should expect him to be a number one corner.
I'm going to follow right along with the IGB pick. I'm going Matthews, Jermaine Matthews. This dude, not only is he the next lockdown corner at Ohio State, he is one of those vocal, emotional leaders, keeps it straight, just like Denzel Burke. He's going to tell you what the fuck is really going on, who sucks, who's good. And I think Matthews is just going to lock Shawn on the side. So he doesn't need the other mitts either. I love his physical style, come up in run support, everything about Jermaine Matthews I love. So
I'm a fan. I that also a very deep room.
Right.
With the guys that are behind these guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you got 5 stars behind 5 stars.
Yeah. I mean, you
Scott's
got Bryce West,
behind these guys.
Scott, and Devin Sanchez all sitting there.
Right. And we haven't even talked about Bryce West, Miles Lockert. These guys are high 4 stars, track guys. And you got Low Styles, probably going to be your starting slot.
The nickel.
What you call him?
You think Styles is going to take that slot? Now, if Aaron's if they're maybe 3 or 4 deep on the depth chart at outside, is one of them going to move in to be that backup nickel?
Yeah, I would say the nickel is loaded right now with guys.
Well, I'd say anybody that's not starting outside corner is probably going to be getting looks at that inside slot. So, and as you said, to the depth.
Like Sanchez, for example, is an outside corner.
Yeah,
6'1",
he's our next. He's the next one. He's the next lockdown. Yeah.
Right. But Bryce West and Miles Lockhart, those guys were recruited specifically to be slot corners.
Oh, okay. All right. I wasn't sure Bryce West was. That's what they had in mind for him. I mean, I think Jordan Hancock was.
Aaron Scott also, he's a 5-star from the previous class. He's an outside corner. It's just the body type and skills. So
he's like an Avery Nosen type almost. Quite that size, but that long, lanky. Honestly, guys, I think Jordan Hancock was so key to our defense last year because they could do so many other things because they had that solidified. I think he was always in the right spot. Always, just. There were plays where he would circle back, and Caleb Downs would come up to the line of scrimmage. Yeah.
And Jordan Hancock ended up being the deep safety on plays. So that's his versatility. That
worked. A lot of that was yes, exactly. So
Let's
I mean,
circle
I think
back
that's
to Shawn here and keep it rolling. Let's get through this draft. Shawn, what do you got? Pick number 2.
Pick number 2. I'm going to get away from Jeff's theory a little bit. And one of my big concerns on the team, and this dude needs the ball out, I'm going Edric Houston.
Ooh, down in the middle.
I need it. I need it so bad.
It's weird when you say that.
Need a big guy in the middle.
That's it. It's gonna be. It's gonna. Look, if he's solid and above average and borderline awesome, there's no telling how good this defense could be.
The starters are great at D tackle. I love K-Mac. I love Edric. After that, I get a little nervous.
because they haven't gotten shown the playing time. The Taiwan Malones and them, but they haven't already broken playing time. You're right. It's a concern. But yeah, if you have that dude in the middle, like that Tyleek or that somebody that demands that double team. Yeah. It makes your edge rushing that much better.
And then filling in when the guy needs a blow, you got to have somebody not necessarily equal, but somebody that's not just out there rolling around. If Edric comes out or K-Mac comes out, you got to have a Jason Moore, Will Smith Jr., one of these guys that's going to roll in there and not get bulldozed. I like Jarquez Carter coming out of Gainesville.
What about redshirt senior transfer Taiwan Malone?
Yeah, Jeff mentioned him. When's the last time you saw him on the field?
No, deal with that depth, but I mean, now this is the year for him. I mean, like this is finally it. We moved out. We moved out Tyleek. We moved out. Hamilton. Yeah, this is the year where he's provides that depth. He's that Edric Houston from last year. That's getting a ton of snaps, but and there's going to be injury. There's defensive line. There's going to be guys dealing with nicks and stuff. There's going to be a lot of that. You might get 20 plays this game. You might get 5 plays the next game, but you might get 30 the next game. In that D line, there's going to be a lot of changing in and out.
Keep the comments coming, folks. I'm tracking them. I'm gonna go through all the comments tonight before the end of the show. I promise. If I need to stay late and put on a pot of coffee, I will. I don't have a. Well, yeah. Anyway, Jeff, pick.
My second pick. Might as well go with our next best defensive player, Sonny Styles.
I've heard of him.
He's been around a while. Leadership role. I mean, it's his he's going to try to get some of that leadership, that Cody Simon type leadership. This needs to be the year that Sonny Styles. He's got to be. He's comfortable. He's set in his position. He's been, he's had a year experience. He's going to be leaned on a lot. I don't know if he's going to be the signal caller. But Sonny Styles needs to show his impact as far as a dominant defensive player and NFL style linebacker. So Sonny Styles.
Okay. Going off the board there, I like it. See, I've been debating. I was thinking about questions I would ask the three players and Coach Day at Big Ten Media Days this week. I think the Buckeyes are on Wednesday. I would ask Caleb Downs, because he's the defensive representative, him and Sonny. I would ask Caleb Downs, who the hell is lining up next to him? Who is taking over for Lathan Ransom? Because I don't know if I see it yet. But so I can't really pick a safety. I got a corner. Let's go up to the edge rushers here. I'm going to expect big things out of Kenyatta Jackson. He is a redshirt junior, so his fourth year in the system. He does have one more year if he wants to come back. I'm going to go Kenyatta Jackson Jr. And I think I don't have enough. I haven't seen enough from Caden Curry consistently at D end to think that he's going to be a problem down in and down out consistently. That's what I'm looking for. Consistency.
So what about that CJ Hicks working as like a 3-man rotation? Hicks.
He's not going to get this. He's not going to start though. You get like passing downs.
I don't know. I don't know. I like Caden Curry a lot. I like Kenyatta Jackson a lot too. But Caden Curry, I always seemed like when he was in, I would notice him a lot. High motor guy, doesn't quit, give up on plays.
I think Kenyatta, though, has the more athletic upside. He just hasn't gotten the snaps. He's like 6'6", 6'5". I honestly was debating between Kenyatta and Bo Atkinson, the transfer from UNC.
He was a stud for UNC.
Yeah, 6'5", 265. He's like a built-in, or maybe he was a 4-star coming out of high school. He was like a JT Tuimoloau in size. I don't know about athleticism, maybe, probably not. JT played basketball. JT, was much.
Even like a Jack.
I don't know if you have it in front of you, can pull it up quick, but and maybe Kenyatta was banged up. But who had the most snaps last year between Curry and Kenyatta?
I think Curry had more, if I had to guess.
On defense, though?
Well, special teams, Curry definitely did.
Yeah, just on defense.
I would say on defense, yeah. I think Curry had more.
I got it. I got it right here. Let's see. DNs. Caden Curry, 229. Kenyatta, 314.
Wow.
Almost 100 more.
Wow. You know what? But to Shawn's point, I think we just noticed Curry more. Shawn, I agree with you. When I saw Curry on the field, I know he flashed. I saw him in on plays or disrupting, blowing up that block in the backfield that allows somebody else to make that tackle. But I didn't think.
Regardless, I think you're going to see a lot of both of them, and mixed in with this Bo Atkinson, and then Hicks. It's strictly passing down to Hicks.
Really? You guys think he's we've not cornholed. We've pigeonholed Hicks so much that he's strictly just a dime rush end on like 3rd and 20s. That's it. I mean, is CJ Hicks, is that all he's been able to make to impress us with?
Who are you going to take off the field, Jeff?
I'm asking. No, I don't know who you take off. I thought it'd be more. I thought he might earn more of a almost rotation with Curry and Jackson.
I don't know. I mean, how big did he get? Is he big enough to?
It's 240.
Withstand?
He's 6'3", 240. No, he's not. He's not an ideal rush end on a 4-3 rush end. He's more like a 3-4 outside linebacker, like a TJ Watt type, more as opposed to Jack Sawyer type.
I see what you're saying. If running that style, yes, I agree.
So we're going to say, and that all depends on our defense too. If Patricia wants to stay with this kind of this 4-2-5, or is it gonna have more of a 3-4 type look sometimes? The Patriots, I know, ran a lot of that 3-4 type look.
You're going to see a variety of somewhat.
I think we will too. So I think you're going to see packages, not just third and long packages with CJ Hicks.
No, I think you're going to see a return of the rushman package with 3 or 4 DNs lined up across the D line. They pull the tackles off the field. You know?
I don't know. You'd probably keep Edric in there. He was a DN converted, and he's got a sweet.
Sure, they did that. They did that rushman package where they kept Tyleek on the field as a tackle. Yeah, in the past.
Yeah.
6'6", 265 officially. I was looking at pass rush. These are strictly pass rush snaps from PFF last year. Kenyatta had 186 pass rush snaps. Caden Curry 130.
Okay.
They both had 2 sacks. Kenyatta 17 pressures. Caden 13 pressures.
So almost So I mean that's what that goes to me. The point of noticing Curry, 13 pressures in 100 less snaps. Only 4 less pressures.
Right.
100 less snaps.
Right, but I don't know. The Kenyatta's win rate was 12% versus Caden's 6.6.
Yes, there you go. So I mean, when we line up against Texas, first play on defense, you're gonna see Caden Curry, you're gonna see Jackson, you're gonna see Houston, you're gonna see McDonald. All 4 are gonna have their hand in the dirt or on the turf. Yeah. I guess, and that's all gonna how they. Obviously we know they're gonna have an idea going into the season and what's gonna change throughout the season. It's gonna work itself out for the first couple of games. But yes, Curry and Jackson are gonna be our starting 2 D-men. I don't think that's a stretch at all.
All right. So I got Kenyatta. Let's finish up the defensive draft here. Third round starts with Shawn.
Easy pick. I'm gonna stay. I'm shutting the rundown this year with Houston and down so far. Let's go with the captain of the D, Arvell Reese. Gonna have a big year.
Veli, you like Veli, huh?
I do. I think he's gonna be the guy out there calling it, making sure we're lined up right, and I think he's gonna have a big year.
Dude, our linebackers with Sonny and Arvell are the freak motherfuckers I've ever seen. 6'4", 240, both of them, and can run like the wind. Jesus. This is going to be nasty. This might be our best linebacker core in like 10 years. And then you're going to bring in Peyton Pierce when you want to run a 4-3. Yikes. Yeah, I like that pick. That was probably going to be my next pick. Jeff, what do you got?
Okay, my second pick. I got me a shutdown corner. I got me the heart in the middle of the defense. Edric Houston's off the board. Jackson's off the board. I'm going with Caden Curry.
Okay. Talked you into it.
I need somebody off that rush, off that end. It's in pass rush. Caden Curry.
All right. I like. All right. Since I don't know who's going to be that other safety at strong, I really don't feel good about Hartford. We had the Nelson guy that transferred from South Carolina 2 years ago. Still hasn't seen the field, so I'm not even going to touch him.
Yeah, that guy, I totally forgot about that guy. I saw him in Phil Steele's magazine, but I totally forgot about that dude.
Yeah, Keenan Nelson, not a real player yet.
Not even heard of him. Yeah, I had not heard a single word from anybody, any podcast, any coach interview, any nothing. Completely forgot he was on the roster.
He played only special teams last year.
I don't even remember that.
Well, no, because who pays attention to special teams? So I'm D-tackle. I'm going K-Mac, my big dog, Big Mac, down in the middle. I think so. He's in his third year. This could be a breakout year for K-Mac. He was solid last year, filling in at times for Tyleek and for Ty Hamilton. So I think K-Mac, along with his cohort there, Edric Houston, K-Mac is going to be a dominator down in the middle. He needs to bring a little bit of that pass rush ability, but also, the main point is to plug some gaps and eat up some
let
linemen.
Sonny and Arvell eat.
Yeah, that goal line stand against Texas, guys. He was a big play. He was part of that big stop, that big run,
right?
That run up the middle. That was K-Mac making that stop initially. So he's in a clutch situation like that game was. K-Mac was on the field, and K-Mac made the initial this hole and and stuffed that guy up. So that goes a long way with proving in big spots you can be on the field and be trusted.
Of course,
K-Mac is on. Of course, health is the caveat to all this. But we've had no injury concerns with him so far. K-Mac, you're right. He should be I would say he makes the jump to the dominant down lineman.
No. All right. So let's shift gears here. What do you guys want to talk about next? You want to talk about schedule? You want to talk about? Let's see. We only got like 30 minutes left.
Well, we'll get closer to the season. We go with that. We go with our win totals and everything like that. So I think we save on schedule right now.
Right.
What are we looking at, Joe? As far as what do you think the options are here in our position? And some of those, and really the safety position's the only one that I really have a question about as far as who's that starter. I mean, our corners are solidified. D-line pretty much is solidified, we think. We're pretty handy with the top 5 or 6 on the D-line. O-line and safety, I think are the only two that we're really got a few positions still kind of up in the air.
Oh, okay.
Who's our right tackle? Who's our right guard?
Before that, I got a fun kind of short segment that we should do. If you could mic up, let's start with since Shawn's got the lead tonight. We'll do another 1-round draft. If you could mic up one player for the Buckeyes, who would it be?
A.B. Nelson. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's got a stutter.
Actually, that's a good one, but I don't know if that's NC-17 shit right there. I was going to say probably Caleb Downs. I want to see what he's saying back there. I know he's moving faster than everybody and then reading things quicker, but is he vocal with it? I'd like to see just how he plays vocally.
He's making calls back there like a quarterback,
And not only moving faster than everybody, but moving to the right spot before everybody else knows where the right spot is.
No, that's what I mean. Basically,
That recognition, right?
Yeah, breaking it down faster than everybody.
Yeah.
And frankly, moving faster than everybody.
In most cases, right.
Right. So you would do Downs, huh? Jeff?
A.B. Nelson.
Who would you make up?
I playing on the island, dude. Yeah, mad shit talking. I want to hear A.B. Nelson. I want to hear that play. What you got? I got you all day. I'm in your fucking pocket.
Yeah, corners are an easy one, really, because they just have.
I mean, if you want some good smack talk, corners is the way to go.
They have to have it, right? But
if you can get a man if you can get a man so mad to spit in your face and get him ejected from a game, you're talking mad shit to you're talking mad shit to somebody. You're getting under somebody's skin.
Yeah, I would go. Shit, I got two. Since I'm last, I'll go ahead and use 2. Ennis would be my number 1 guy on offense.
Yep.
Why, is he a shit talker?
Yeah.
South Florida, man. SFE.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't Jeremiah SFE too?
Yeah, but Jeremiah don't do that.
He doesn't talk really, from what I've heard. But except for that blow up of him and Ignosin last year in spring.
Yeah. I think you really, really, really have to try hard to get under Jeremiah's skin to get him to do something.
Well, he just knows
But-
he's so much better than you. Like people like
Yeah.
even if you shut him down one play, you know this motherfucker's gonna abuse you if you
He
just,
just
run your mouth.
laughs.
So.
Like he said in an interview last year when they try and man up on him single coverage, he just laughs to himself. You know, that's so he's kind of lighthearted in his approach. But I think Ennis is one of those so competitive, ultra competitive team leaders, emotional. That guy, I would love to hear him mic'd up. And then I'm gonna take a defensive player, Jermaine Matthews. Come on, is there any other dude on the defense besides IGB? Matthews is a master shit talker. All the receivers go back and forth with both of those guys at corner. So give me those two guys. I want to hear the shit talking. Shawn, I respect your point of view with Caleb Downs and the buttoned up approach and the more, I guess you'd say, heady and intellectual.
Yeah, because my second
side.
was actually going to be Arvell Reese. See what he's got going on out there.
Yeah.
For that same reason.
He might be quiet. Other than making he has the green dot on his helmet,
Right.
so he's going to be calling the plays. But yeah, I think otherwise he might be kind of chill and quiet. I don't know. We'll get to know him soon. But okay, so that was fun. People in the chat, please drop who you would like to hear mic'd up. So what do you guys want to talk about? Shawn, what do you think? What sounds good to you? Position group battles. You want to talk?
I mean, are there that many battles right now? I mean, I guess there's some pecking order, but I mean the
Other than
defensive
quarterback,
end thing.
the most important.
Yeah, I mean you can start there. I mean I don't think it's cut and dry who's starting.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about who will start versus who should start. Does that make sense? Who do you think will start? Who do you think Ryan Day will choose? And don't forget, Brian Hartline, new OC and play caller, is part of this decision-making process. And what is Brian Hartline's offense going to look like? We don't even know.
Well, I think we pretty much know the offense is going to be pretty much seen. I can't anticipate our defense being or our offense being much of a different look. Probably leaning more to the run, but I'm not too concerned with the offense having a different look or too many questions as far as what's Hartline how's he going to try to use our offense. I think it's pretty much that book's already written. You just got to put your twist on it.
Okay.
I mean, we'll see. I wonder if he'll be more receivers coach and try and placate these guys a little bit more.
I don't think so. This is about. I did a show last week, I think, about sequencing in offensive play calling, and what I mean by that is constructing a drive, play by play by play, not scripting it, but in the moment, putting together plays that work, not just to move the ball down the field, because you overpower an opponent, but thoughtful plays in sequence, right? And also setting up a defense for later when you can, like running the same formation with the same motion and running it off tackle 3 times in a row. And then maybe in the late third or early fourth quarter, you pull it. You go play action and throw it over the top when the defense is sucked up and expecting a run, or even any kind of sequence like that. So I think that's what Brian Hartline really needs to learn when it comes to play calling. But fortunately, he has one of the best players in college football as his head coach to learn from. And he had Chip Kelly last year. You know. So, anyway. Good talk, Joe. Jeff, you all right?
Yeah, I'm right here.
All right.
No, I think you don't know until you know. We'll find out. Yeah,
Right.
that's been his tutelage, but Ryan Day was under Urban Meyer. Those guys aren't the same, and we'll see how much latitude he has and how much different it does look.
Yeah, it's usually not a big factor as far as when you talk about coming into a season. You know, we got a new quarterback starting. We got a big game right off the bat. We don't have that in the warm-ups. It's a big probably game of the year almost to start the season. So you don't have that leeway as far as in against an Akron team or something like that where you don't really notice if the coach made a mishap on the play calling.
Right. Because you're going to overpower him with talent.
Yeah, right. So it would obviously it does. I think it is important because it could be those clutch situations on a 3rd and 4, kind of mid third quarter, games within a touchdown either way. This big 3rd and 4 play. Now, to your point, Joe, have you been setting something up for the the option B off of this play that you've been running?
Right.
You've been we kind of seen how they look, but I think there's enough continuity and enough the smart football with the guys the guys that are in the booth. They're telling them, look, no, we have it. We have it right now. We've been working on them this way. If we go this play, but we switch to the opposite side, we're going to have a guy one-on-one coverage. Whatever that is. I think there's enough. We have enough in our depth as far as overall offensive staff to kind of help Hartline make those decisions in those key plays, those key situations. But at the same time, Texas has got their systems coming back, their coaches, the coaching staff, and all that kind of stuff. They don't have the big overhaul that we do on the D coordinator and O coordinator sides. Will that play a factor? We don't know, but
yeah. All right. So looking at let's assume the offense is the same, just maybe some wrinkles here and there, right? I mean, it's not going to change drastically. It really didn't change a lot under Chipper. It's just a matter of they brought in some new plays. The offensive line was growing and was able to handle some of these new plays, and they ran more different combinations in the run game. But I don't think this is going to be any diversion in run-to-pass ratio. This is not going to go suddenly 60-40 pass. Do you guys?
no.
Just because Hartline's the OC. I mean, Ryan Day has ultimate control. He can override.
No, Ryan
any
would
call.
be like, whoa, Brian. We're still running the ball.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 1.
yeah.
We don't
And-
need to
and-
throw a fucking, all
And
nines.
you have our line coach, you have our running back coach. We've both proven that they both have proven track records as far as being parts of. It's going to be a collective. There's going to be. I would imagine Lachlan and those guys. They're all going to have not a say maybe in play calling, but
If you don't go pretty run heavy, you're going to ruin Sayin right out of the gate. I feel like you're going to have to make Sayin comfortable, and
they got protected.
So you're going the opposite direction.
what?
You're going versus. I've seen a lot of people say the Hartline system is going to be more pass heavy because he's a wide receiver coach, and you're thinking this has to be a run heavy situation. What kind of ratio
I think
you got there?
I think starting out, you're going to have the run to set up the pass, not the pass to set up the run. I feel like, you're going to have to
I agree.
play action and keep pressure off of Sayin. Let him get comfortable here.
You got a ratio there, 40-60 run to pass to
I
run?
would say against Texas, if you're going to beat Texas, I feel like we'll probably need to be 55-45 run.
Buddy, they got a really good fucking defense that's back. They got the best
Yeah.
linebacker core in the country.
No, you're right. To your point, Shawn, I think that resulted in us having maybe 26 carries on offense for maybe we rush for 180 yards on maybe 26, 30 carries. But that's going to be enough to keep them honest, at least. It's hard to say. It's hard to say how that team. I could see that game. I could see that game going about
his
three or
first
four different
game
ways.
under the lights. They're going to try and put a lot of pressure on that kid.
Well, that light's going to
Yeah.
be that dead sunlight of noon.
Yeah, the bright
It's going to
sunlight.
be that. It's going to be that bright sunlight. It's not going to be the.
It's going to be
stadium
like
lights, of course.
95 degrees.
Yeah.
It's going to be a noon game and probably still the most watched that week.
Yeah, otherwise it's LSU Clemson, the battle of the fucking Death Valleys.
And the two best returning quarterbacks in college football, they say.
Now, I'm not saying all season long it'll stay that way. I think, again, if it is Sayin and you can start this off, give him some confidence, maybe that the following week against a couple bums we play, let him air it out a little more, get more comfortable with the playbook and this and that, and open it up a bit. But
you do run the risk, if you go conservative like you're talking about, you run the risk of getting behind in a game. Texas's defensive line is ranked 6th in the country according to Pick 6 previews. My guy Brett Ciancia, love his man. He does a preview every year, similar to Phil Steele, but Brett does more of a analytical look. But Texas, he has number 6 in the country at D-line. Linebackers, number 3 in the country. DBs, number 4 in the country.
exactly, and if you don't stay conservative and you let any one of those things kind of tee off on you, like they're rush and then throwing to these all-world linebackers and all-world secondary, you're going to start throwing picks and you're going to break this kid right out of the gate. Slow. I mean, they'll know how he's looking in practice, but
You still got to throw the ball, and you still got to make plays in the passing game.
And I think if our D line is what I think they will be, our D's not going to get blown out. We're going to keep us in games. So you don't gotta fucking go out there and try to do it and score 40 points. The D can keep you in this game.
Okay. Okay, folks, that's what he's saying. So who should start at quarterback?
Whoever plays better. I don't know. I can't just because it's been there longer. I can't just say to start he's the older. No,
Brilliant.
whoever can run our offense better. Who can do everything when whatever play we call, who can execute every play the best? And who's consistent? Who do we trust more? Who protects the ball better? I think protecting the ball is going to be the number one. It seems to be number one with our offense every year. So if one guy can protect the ball and minimize turnovers the most, I think that guy's going to have the clear head start or the clear advantage.
I think it'll be. If you go off last year, look at the end of games last year, it was Sayin that would get in for some garbage time, right? Over Keinholz. So to me, he's going into this in the lead, and I would expect that to be him. This is where I think will be if Hartline's in on this decision, and I'm sure he has some say, where I think a coach like Brian Hartline would prefer Julian Sayin. From what I hear about his arm and his balls,
Nice.
I feel like that he's more of a receiver's quarterback, where Lincoln Keinholz is more of a dual threat and maybe doesn't have the accuracy and make all the throws, but he's a tough, durable, reliable kid. So even though Sayin might be a little more careless with the ball, Hartline might still favor him because of the high productivity on the outside.
Yep. Do Jeremiah Smith's quotes a couple of weeks ago mean anything to you about Julian Sayin?
No.
I don't know what they are. So could you tell me what they were,
Well,
or summarize them?
and focus and paraphrase Joe how he was asked a question about Julian Sayin, not about the quarterbacks and which one do you like better. It
We
was a
don't know
question
what
directly
question was
about.
asked. We don't know how it was phrased. So completely out of context, he was talking about Julian Sayin. So could have been, what do you think about Julian Sayin? Or
So what did he
something to
say?
that effect. So let's see. Here it is. So Jeremiah Smith said, that arm is different. He can make any and every throw. Just a smart quarterback. Like me, he's a little quiet, but he's starting to come out of his shell. He's definitely going to die. It's going to be scary for opponents. So take that how you will.
I feel that question was asked about Julian Sayin, not about the quarterback battle.
Well, and mostly I believe that's because the Buckeye beat, all the beat writers have basically sharpied in to the lineup Julian Sayin as starting quarterback.
The thing that scares me is because I think we all did, and again, Sayin was getting the late reps last year in games, and to me, is it a little bit concerning?
Not much.
Is it a little bit concerning that he hasn't again taken that job and hey, okay, here's our 5-star guy that was going to be heir apparent, and now he is. He's our Arch Manning. He's our guy.
Yeah. Sayin had 27 snaps last year. Keinholz 8.
Yeah.
Nobody had a lot of snaps. Devin Brown 66. That's still not much. And those were all in the first 4 or 5 games.
I was going to say that almost seemed too high for Devin Brown.
They were against Akron,
yeah.
Western Michigan, Marshall, and Michigan State.
And that's where we ran. That's where we ran a lot of running plays to try to eat clock for about a quarter and a half.
Right. It was all fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nobody got any action last year at backup quarterback. We've actually seen more of Lincoln Kienholz, unfortunately, in that garbage Cotton Bowl game a couple of years ago, where he was not prepared. Not his fault, by the way, coach's faults. So I think I'm going to go back and say this again. If I hadn't said it on the show, we're going to in the comments, folks, in a minute. I see a lot of good comments in there. I think Sayin is your starter against Texas week 1. I think Ryan Day names Sayin as the starter 2 weeks prior to the game, maybe 10 days prior, whatever. But you got to give Sayin, whoever the starter is, a full week of game prep in your regular schedule.
Yes.
But I believe you're going to see Kienholz get some snaps, especially if the offense is struggling. And I'm talking short yardage, goal line, areas where they want to try and catch the defense off guard. Maybe I don't know if that works or not, but I think Kienholz could get in there and maybe give a different look, and he has the size where he can get a first if it's a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, kind of like a Will Howard. I know he's not 240, but I think he has the athleticism and the strength, and we love strength along with length around here to get, he has that nose for the first down where Sayin, I don't know, at 6'1.5".
Maybe
190.
I got you, Joe. Like maybe on that rollout, maybe you can't shake. Maybe Sayin doesn't shake that D end off of him that has a hand on him, whereas Keinholz can maybe like shrug him off and just run, dive forward, get that 2 yards or whatever, something like that. I got you.
Or just a sneak up the gut.
Okay.
Fall forward for 2 yards. I like Keinholz and his size over Sayin's.
Sure. There's going to be, I'm sure that's all stuff like that situation you're talking about will be tested by the coaching staff in those scrimmages, in camp. Short yardage. Will the quarterback who can get that 3rd and 2 tie ball game late or something like what can we do with Sayin on these 3rd and 2 type situations? What can we do with Kienholz? If we can do 3 more different things with Keinholz as options than we can with Sayin, that just goes a long way, because we're gonna be faced with those type of plays. We think with Texas, those 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 2s, the second and 12s, where look, be smart with the ball. You don't need 14 yards right now. You need 7, to get a manageable 3rd and some. Who makes that smart play? Who doesn't try that big deep one to get the big play down the middle on 3rd and long or 2nd and long, but who takes that play that sets us up for 3rd and 1, and doesn't turn the ball over.
Okay. All right, so we're going to run through the chat now. I've been doing a poor job of that in the last few months, even though we haven't done a show in a long time. So Jeff and Shawn, I'm going to need some information from you to our people. Jeff, you got to stop hitting the pipe or whatever you're doing there. That's super annoying, the snapping sound. And it's loud as fuck. Shawn's back in. He bounced out. Okay, guys, I'm going to need your feedback on these responses to the one game on the Ohio State schedule that scares you the most, okay? First, we got Odysseus is OH. What's up? IO to you, Odysseus. Good to see you. Billy's back in here. Good to see you, Billy. It's been a long time since you rock and roll. Odysseus says at Illinois is his biggest threat on this Buckeye schedule. What do you guys think about that?
It can be. I mean, that's giving Illinois a lot of confidence as far as what expected of them. We haven't played that. I mean, when's the last time we played a tough game at Illinois?
In the Champagne Room?
Yeah. I mean, it's also hard to say. We think Illinois is back. We think they might be, to that upper echelon of the Big Ten, that upper quarter. Well, I don't know. I mean, Burt. I do think Burt's a good coach. He's probably the best shape that program's been in the last 10 years. We should be just as worried about Wisconsin.
Well, their over/under win total was 7.5 for the season.
Which I think everybody's talking about them over 7.5. You look at 8, a 10-2 even possible.
They got a pretty tough schedule though, if I recall, don't they?
It's easy.
Their toughest game I think is us at home.
Yeah,
by far.
That's everybody's toughest game.
Yeah, but I mean, they don't have. But Illinois doesn't have Michigan or Penn State, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Probably
Illinois.
not.
I think it was Illinois that Illinois has. They don't have Illinois. One of the schools. I'm pretty sure it's Illinois though. They don't have Oregon, Penn State, or Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, with only us, it's over 7. You're talking about 7.5 wins. Yeah, if they don't have to play those 3, yeah, over.
But I will say, Jeff, they got Indiana. Google them.
Right.
They just win. USC. Even though that's in Illinois, though, so it's a home game. Buckeyes, Washington, at Washington, not to be underestimated.
For sure.
At Whiskey.
Yep.
7.5.
They're an 8-win team, I think. I think they're an 8-win team. Say take a loss to us. Take us. Us, USC. Joe, say they lose to Indiana, USC, and Michigan. Where's their other loss? I mean, and that's penciling in. That's penciling in Indiana and USC losses.
Think Indiana's going to be, this fairy tale again?
I mean, I wouldn't. Joe, say it's Washington. Say Washington, Indiana, USC, Ohio State. That's 8-4. I would go. I mean, I'm just saying from what you hear, what Illinois got coming back, schedule the way it is, everything, all the talk. I say 8-4. I think they're over 7.5. Yeah. Now, like I said, 8-4 doesn't surprise me, but that's still over, and that wins.
All right. Well, all right. Let's stay focused on the chat here because the point was Odysseus said at Illinois is the most stressful threat, whatever you want to call it, game on the Ohio State schedule. That is interesting. That's more of a threat than Texas. Anyway, Billy says...
I don't know how you worded that, but I didn't essentially
read it.
take it to...
What game on the 2025 Ohio State schedule scares you the most?
Yeah, so Texas doesn't scare me the most. I'm actually conceding a loss to that game. I expect us to lose that game. So I'm not scared of it, actually.
Henry the hater.
If we win, great, but I'm not after that game. I'm going to find out who... I'm more worried about the Penn State game. That, to me, is going to be the game that... we win that game, then we're going to get into the playoffs, and who knows what could happen, and maybe you start growing from there. But I just don't expect to win the first week against Texas with everything
Billy
that's
says
changing.
The cheaters up north because it's such a high pressure game for Day. You can't argue with the Michigan game, right?
Oh, that was my pick.
You can't argue with that, really.
It's my pick because it's been four in a row we lost. So that's my pick. That'll be my pick until we fucking win this, until we take back control of winning the games that we're clearly the better team than winning. That will be my game. Now 10-2 gets us in the playoffs. 9-3. Now then that depends.
You're on the bubble.
That depends on how the season ends up and who does what. Because with 9-3, that means we don't. It's not just our record. We got to look at everybody else that's around us. 10-2, we're in. So if there's a loss of Texas, and say a tough loss at Illinois, well, we take care of Michigan, we take care of Penn State, take care of the rest of that schedule at Wisconsin, and so forth. Yeah. We're in at 10-2. We're going to be one of the top 12. Yes,
we're in at 10-2 regardless. I think.
Yeah, Pam says Texas. Pam.
But I got something to ask, guys.
Oh.
With regards though, as far as the Big Ten race, so you think of the Big Ten games, conference games being of more importance or scarier, your Illinois game, Michigan, of course. Do we want to play in that Big Ten title game? Looking at how the playoffs went last year, do we? That's what I'm getting at. Do we make sure that we would rather lose? Would we rather lose a Texas game than a conference game?
I mean, you
because we want to be in.
You get a bye if you win it.
But you got to play that. But playing that conference game, do we need to play that?
But so guys, you got to remember one thing. You got to remember this: the playoff seeding is different this year. The Big 12 champ does not get auto bid or an auto bye. Okay, they get an auto bid, yes, not a bye. It is straight seeding.
But if we lose the Big Ten championship, we're not going to get a bye. So it doesn't really matter.
No, actually, Brett, my guy Brett here, Pick Six Previews, has Ohio State getting a bye in the first round. He has the 4 top seeds: Texas, Penn State winning the Big Ten, Clemson winning the ACC, actually winning the SEC, and the Buckeyes with the 4th seed getting that first round bye.
Well, did he give us a record?
No, he didn't do a record.
So maybe I'm guessing for us to get that, we're 11-1. I only lost to Penn State. That's how I would read that.
Maybe, yeah.
Because to get a top 4 seed without being
I think you'd have to be 11-1 probably without a loss to Penn State, except in the championship game.
No. Hey, but Shawn, listen. Penn State being the Big Ten champion. If we play Penn State and they're the Big Ten champion, there's no way we don't. That's not.
We can play them twice.
Yeah, we could play them twice.
Oh, so we're 12-1, 12-1 Ohio State, beating Penn State during the regular season, losing to them in the Big Ten title.
Yes, or vice versa.
No, then we'd be the 1 seed if we beat them in the Big Ten.
Right. He has Penn State winning the Big Ten. So just going by Brett's bracket here. So my point is, the overall point is, it's straight seeding, not by conference champs. So, but clearly.
Yeah, which just leaves room for Notre Dame to get a bye. Yeah, we get it.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. That's it. So anyway, Billy says if we beat Texas, we're likely going back-to-back. I'm on board with that plan. I've been saying it since fucking January, man. Back-to-back 2025.
I just my high water mark now is, hey, I'm just not there yet. I got to see something. You're a hope optimistic.
If there was ever a
optimistic
time to go back-to-back, this is it. The 12-team or even the 16-team in the
Well,
future.
yeah, because after you back once, which you don't do too often.
Right.
It's really
Now
a good time to go back-to-back.
Right. And I was looking at the blue chip ratio, just came out this week. Ohio State is tied for first in blue chips, 4 and 5 stars with Alabama. 89% of the Ohio State roster is 4 and 5 star recruits. Now, the blue chip ratio doesn't include Jeff. Come on, man, hold it together, just for a few more minutes. So the blue chip ratio does not take into account coaching, development, all the other. Is strictly the quality of your players you bring in. Ohio State has 89% of its roster. 9 out of every 10 guys is a 4 or 5 star on the roster. Now is when, if you're recruiting at a high level like that, you should be in the playoffs and deep into the fucking playoffs. Like, I'm talking Final Four, Final Two, at least. As a high-end pro like Ohio State, Bama, Georgia, whatever. So just wanted to point that out. Let's keep it moving here. We got to get through some more comments. Pam says, just don't like playing Texas for the very first game. Hope we will be ready. The thing is, Pam, you can be rest assured that the coaches, players have been looking at Texas film already. Now, probably before, maybe back in April. Seriously. So they're studying this shit. They are figuring out everything that's wrong with Arch Manning and what they can do to make his life miserable and how to stop their run game.
I know they're all high stars, but how do you have so much faith? It's going to be like 14, 15 new starters and two new coordinators on both sides.
Shawn, maybe you haven't heard. Tex has a whole new offensive line. Whole new. One returning starter. Other than that, all new guys.
Most of their returning.
Let's not just
their
hand
defense,
the game to them just yet. Let's let it play out, please. Fuck.
But I mean, yeah, Texas' defense is returning a lot.
Yeah, I went through it. Their position groups are right there with us. But guess what? We're no tremendous slouch either.
No.
Smith.
We lost a ton of starters on defense, but you're right. What we have coming back is still very good from our. We have 4 and 5 stars behind 4 and 5 stars. You're right.
Let's look at these Buckeyes defense position groups. Ohio State D-line 8th in the country, linebackers 5th, DBs number 1.
Wow! After losing who we lost,
yeah,
still number 1 because they know Jermaine Matthews. They know IGB. Oh, Caleb, of course. Caleb, of course, carries that. But you don't have number 1. You're not the number 5 defensive back class if you don't have good corners.
Right. All right, Sage is back. What's up, Sage? How's it going? Hello, Cass. Long time missed. Yes. Check out the Daily Blitz. I'm there. You don't get to see my face, but you get to hear my dulcet tones. Billy says, yeah, I wish we had a couple cupcakes first. Yeah. Well, if you're into cupcakes, yeah, I get it. But I assume that we're never going to schedule a Power 4 opponent like a Texas again week 1.
But the big games, I kind of like the big game because it's their first game too. You know, it's not like I don't like that playing our first game and their second game. I wouldn't like the situation, but I like it because especially because it doesn't kill us. We're not riding. Everything's not riding on this game because we're not going to get. If we lose week 1, we're not going to be
Texas in this game after getting beat in the playoffs. And the turnover I just spoke about, the pressure's all on Texas. Manning.
Oh yeah,
Arch
coming
Manning's
in-
the fucking favorite to win the Heisman, man. Week 1? Whoa.
yeah.
Good luck.
It's gonna be their first game too, and I kind of look games because on years past because of the playoffs, everything's not riding on not everything's riding on this one game. If we lose this game to Texas, it's not like shit. Now we're fighting them we're gonna drop down to 15th in the poll and we got to fight our way back up like we did in 14 or something like that.
You will drop a little.
We're gonna drop, but then we're at 10-2. Like I said, 10-2. We're still firmly in the playoffs, and 9-3 depends on then we got to start looking at other people.
You need help,
but if we lose this game, we're still on track to go 11-1, or 0-12.
I'll get you a couple of those cupcakes, Billy. I'll send them over. Jeff, you got some cupcakes around there? Maybe some brownies. Anyway,
they don't last.
Pam says, "Yep, and it will be hard beating Michigan in the Big House too." I don't know if it'll be that hard. I think I had a spread on that game, an early line.
Minus 3.5 or 5.5.
Yeah, I think it was 5.5.
When's the last time we were underdogs in that game? We're always favored, and we always lose. I'm getting sick of it.
Well, yes. Anyway, Sage says, first pick, Claire. Thank you, Sage. I agree. Oh, Buckeye Dog 22. That is our guy, Stephen Cherry. He's back. Love it. I love his Buckeye Dog 22. He says, hey, Joe, go Bucks to you, sir. Oh, he just reposted the stream earlier, so thank you, Stephen. Sage says, WRZ, I assume you're talking about Ennis. Sage says WRX, Porter, WRZ, Graham, WRY, Rogers. All right,
But that's the backups.
Yeah. Billy says, I think C.J. Donaldson will be turning heads. I'm right there with you, Billy. That's why I took him in my little draft. Sage says, second pick, Tate. Okay. A lot of love for the Tatester. The Tater.
You watch out.
Tathan. Hopefully he's better than Tathan. Anyway, Sage says, third pick, Peoples. Okay. I like that. Billy says, yes, Hinsman. Good call, Joe. Thank you, Billy. Hinsman is going to be he's going to be solid, more than solid actually. He's going to be maybe an award winner this year. I think he is your Remington winner. We've done pretty well lately with those Remington awards, in case you haven't noticed. Steve Cherry says Ohio State 40-27. Steve Cherry, if you have a show, he's going to give you a prediction. Doesn't matter if it's fucking January, February, or July. Steven says 40-27 over the Texas Longhorns. Julian Sayin. He even has a stat line here, guys. Check this out.
I love it.
17 of 25 for 350 yards passing.
Let it be.
Who knows if those go for any touchdowns?
Put it out there. You put it out in the 30, you never know.
Hopefully, a couple of those are for touchdowns. Let's hope that. I don't know.
Well, shit. If you're throwing for 350 and we win 40-27, some of those are going to Jeremiah. It's going to be on the what's his stat line?
Right.
8 for 148 and 2.
Yep. Pam likes Jermaine Matthews. Sage says first pick Bo Atkinson, the transfer. I like it. Billy
I don't know if he's a does he start? Does Atkinson win a spot?
We'll see. Sage has all the faith in the world in Atkinson. It's fair. Billy says Arvell as his pick. Sage says Reese was my second pick. Okay. I'm fine with that. Billy says he or Sonny will be a Buck-Kiss finalist. I agree with that. I think Sonny is your Buck-Kiss finalist.
He'll be on the preseason watch list, of course, because of the name and everything. But Reese, I hope Reese gets recognized too, because Cody Simon, he barely snuck into those watch lists, and by the end of the year, Cody Simon was playing the best linebacker in the country. So you have to have your production and have your name out early enough in the season so they put you on that final like the semifinal list or whatever. But yeah, I think Reese is fully capable of putting up that type of season. I just hope he gets recognized early enough.
Sage says Sanchez. So Sanchez in a 3-round draft, going with a guy that's
now if we're doing legacy or whatever. I mean, 'cause I just don't think he's not going to be a starting corner. Maybe, but if injuries and stuff, I think he will be he'll be the third. He might be the third one coming in.
Yeah.
So.
Pam says, I think Arvell could have a big year. I agree with that, Pam. Sage says Styles at Nickelback, so Lorenzo Styles, I assume. Odysseus says pick 1, JJ. Pick 2, Max Clare. Pick 3, James Peoples. Okay. So Max Clare getting a lot of love on tonight's show. What do you guys think of that? You thought that was crazy, didn't you? You thought I was a dumbass.
You know what that really tells me, though? It tells me a lot that Jelani Thurman is not making the strides or making the leap we thought we expect from him. That's what tells me about Jelani.
I think Joe's poisoned the well and has everybody full of this Max Clare.
I think so. They say Kazmarek was supposed to be our answer last year.
Well, Bennett Christian, Max Clare, and Will Kazmarek are all older than Jelani Thurman. Jelani Thurman is just a third-year guy.
But just Joe, listen to what you just said. Just a third-year guy with the athletic ability and stuff that he has. He's got a different skill set than some of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it's not enough. But it's right. That's what I'm saying. It's not developed the others of his game enough, which that's disappointing to me.
It is funny that people a year ago at this time were pumping Jelani's tires, even though we hadn't seen anything of him in a game. Just want to point that out. But anyway, good points. Billy says, I've heard Will Smith Jr. is starting to show out. Okay.
At depth. We need that depth at the D tackle, right? We need a lot of those guys to get their names recognized as showing out because we got to have that depth.
I was concerned that Will Smith Jr. was just on the team because of his dad. I have to be honest. It's not a slight against him. I'm not trying to offend the family or anything like that.
Well,
just saying.
I don't know.
I think he probably got on the team because of his dad. But,
he's probably. I mean, he's not gonna be getting playing time because of his dad. So he's gonna prove he'll earn everything he gets
of course.
As far as playing. So if his name starts getting mentioned and starts making plays, then it would be nice to see. Like I said, quality depth there.
Right.
He wasn't the highest rated kid, right? But I think he was a good kid, probably a lot like his dad. You got to put in the work.
Yeah, he was like a low 3-star. Odysseus says, defense, pick 1, Caleb Downs. Pick 2, Jermaine Matthews. Pick 3, Atkinson. Atkinson getting the random love here tonight. Crowd. What do you guys?
Everybody loves the new shiny toy.
Is that it? What's next?
Yep.
Okay. Caden Curry and Kenyatta Jackson not getting the love because they've been there. Interesting.
Me and Jeff are fans.
Yes.
Of Bo Atkinson,
both of them.
I
know. Jackson and
Kenyatta and Curry.
Yes.
I think but having a Bo Atkinson and a CJ Hicks as your third, fourth rush ends, fuck. I mean, I like that. I like that just as much as having those two at the top.
It'll be interesting to see if Atkinson can unseat one of those guys.
Yeah, and if you come out there and you see Bo Atkinson getting, 3 to 3, a ratio of 5 plays to 2 to Curry's getting, then I'm gonna be very happy that Bo is gonna be making plays for us, because we see Curry, or vice versa with Jackson, but you need depth on defensive line. Every team does. So I want to hear more names.
Sage says McLean or Hartford at strong safety. I agree. Those
We
are
don't
your
know.
options. Just can we pick one? Let's make a commitment. Give them a rose.
Probably the most
Billy
questionable position battle.
Yeah, I mean, replacing Lathan Ransom is not a fucking easy call to make.
And nobody has a lot of playing time. None of them, nobody, no options for replacement. have much to judge from.
Yeah. Caleb, Billy says Caleb is giving high praise to both of them. Pam says, yep, I think Kenyatta will have a good year along with Curry and Bo. So even when Kenyatta gets some love, Bo Atkinson is still circled in there. I love it. Pam says McLean will be good too. Okay, I agree. Odysseus says, I think we get more sacks this year, but worry about setting the edge to stop the runs. That's a good point, Odysseus. That's the big thing. You can't just be out there for going after and getting the quarterback. You got to be able to stop the freaking run. Because in the Big Ten, they're going to run the ball a lot. Not every team.
And JT was phenomenal. JT run defense was. I don't know what the final PFF grade was, but I guarantee it was better than most. He did a lot. He did a lot within in that aspect.
Right. Billy said, good call, Odysseus. Sage says, with the back seven, I see more coverage sacks. So the back end helping out the D line with some coverage sacks. What do you guys think of that?
Oh, sure. Every pass rush rate it's determined a lot by the coverage. If the initial read from a quarterback is not there, that's another quarter second that DN has time to get to the quarterback. So it goes hand in hand, I think, in any situation.
Billy says Veli is going to be a beast. Sonny too. Yes. Billy says Texas is breaking in a new O-line. Good sign for us. Yes,
of course.
I'm anxious to see how Matt Patricia is going to deploy this defense, especially up front, the front 6, 7, whatever it is. And what kind of blitzes are we going to employ? How are we going to put Arch Manning in a body week 1? Are we going to bring Arvell up the gut? We're going to bring maybe a nickel blitz right off the slot. Are we going to bring some delayed blitzes like we did with Cody Simon last year?
I feel like somebody's going to get kicked out of the game.
For what? What the fuck are you talking about? For what?
Some motherfucker get kicked out of this motherfucker.
For hitting Manning too hard. He's going to be running.
Like
either going to drag him down by his neck or he's going to hit his knee just right. He does it, and Arvell or Sonny's going to.
Oh, they got too much.
Like they're going to try to protect the Trevor Lawrence rule. The Trevor Lawrence rule.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, somebody's getting thrown out of this game.
All right.
But what do you think? So what do you think though? What do you think Texas's game plan would be? What is Texas looking at us, our defense, as? All right. Well, we got to make sure this to set up this, or we got to make sure number one we stop this. Is it?
Manning, you go out there and sell it. Get one of them kicked out, because especially on the D line up front and the linebackers, they're not deep, and so get somebody out.
That's a hell of a game plan.
It could be a low-scoring affair where both teams try and run the ball down each other's throats. Arch Manning is a run threat with his feet. That's about it.
He is, which makes him a threat for the late hit or the whatever call.
Oh yeah, targeting,
fake slide,
the targeting, or no, he slides and gets peeled. The guy trying to dive over top of him, but the face mask makes contact with the face mask. That type thing.
If you bounce his head off the turf, is it really a penalty? Even though you get kicked out of the game and all.
Well, you gotta make it worth it. Yeah.
If the quarterback doesn't come back into the game, isn't that a bigger penalty?
For sure. But rarely does it work that way for the defense. But yeah, if you're gonna get out of the game, and you can knock the quarterback out same play, or make him not
a 1-for-1, kind of.
Yeah, like McCord in the Michigan game. You can't tell me he wasn't dinged. Or not McCord. I'm Will Howard. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I think that did play a role. But yeah, so that you're right, Joe. That's a hell of a way to coach defense, though. Like if you're gonna get ejected, make it worth it. I don't think they're coached.
No, that's the thing. I think there's such protection, and it's Manning, and
I hear you, Shawn. It makes a lot of sense, Shawn. I'm not poo-pooing that thought process at all. Because if there's a questionable hit on Manning, we're gonna get hit with it. Sure. Ohio State has not over the years has not been on the plus side of many of those questionable hits.
Although you got to say, and this was a directive that came down to the refs last year. I found it somewhere in an article. This is real. This is not made up. So you see how many helmet-to-helmet shots Ohio State took against, like, Nico at Tennessee. Jordan James took some from Ransom in the Oregon Rose Bowl game.
yeah,
That's true.
There were a lot of calls, a lot of non-calls that probably during the season would have been calls, but these refs were given a directive to not call targeting as much unless it was egregious. And, I mean, we broke Nico's helmet twice. Coach Simon did, for fuck's sake. Come on. So I thought that was interesting that they were actually an order to not call, and somehow Ohio State knew this, and we're like, we're taking these fucking dudes' heads off, man. That's real. That's real. No bullshit. Billy says, I'd like to hear Carson Hinsman making the blocking calls when we were talking about miking up guys. That's an interesting one. Yeah, I like that. Odysseus says, offense Innis. He would like to hear mic'd up and IGB on defense. I agree. Yeah, I think I'm on board with that. Sage says, I hope Hartline kept most of Kelly's playbook. Well, it's really Ohio State's playbook. It's not like Chip Kelly brought in some special book of his own, under lock and key. It's Ryan Day.
Yes, and Hartline learned a lot from Kelly, and I'm sure he learned a lot of things of what works and how to I can look at it this way. Get this, he learned a lot from Kelly. So yeah, I'm sure he took what he Kelly's ideas as far as Kelly looking at our offense and saying, well, we could do this with this, and then everybody on the staff is learning that yes, we can do this with this. So I think it's probably a give and take both ways. We took a lot what Kelly ideas he had, and he saw our offense and saw how it worked. So Ryan Day's
I think it's more about, like I talked about before, the sequencing, the order of the plays. The playbook itself is all the same. It's not changing. There aren't new plays suddenly being invented, right? The playbook is the playbook. It's how do you use these plays in the best order against the proper defense, of course, to make a drive successful.
And I go to the first two series of the Rose Bowl against Oregon.
Yeah.
That masterclass. Yeah. That played the play to J.
Scott,
right,
the
G Scott play. Start with that, then go to J.
Big plays like 75 yarders. You can't bank on. Those are not constructed in a playbook. They just happen sometimes.
Yeah.
But constructing a drive is where a playmaker makes his money. A 7-play, a 10-play drive. That goes for 80 yards or 75 yards, 65 yards. That's where a play caller shows what he's worth, where he can execute and the team can move the ball down the field, successfully. Sage says they rang Manning's bell in the Cotton Bowl. He's going to have happy feet. Okay.
Our pass rush has to make sure that happens.
Yep. But coming into the shoe, maybe that helps a little, Billy said JJ endorsed Sayin. Exactly. We talked about that. Sage says, I will be shocked if it's not Sayin. Okay. Me too, kind of. I think I will be too. But I do hold out the possibility for Keinholz to get in there for some snaps, meaningful snaps, in the Texas game. Sage says, last game played at Illinois, November 1st, 2014. Ohio State won 55-14. It's in the numbers. Going into Champaign.
Was that game meaningful, though?
Apparently not.
I mean, I don't remember Illinois. I don't remember what Illinois looked like that year as far as a quality team. I'm guessing they were
tell you
horrible.
who their coach was. I don't know. Billy says, I like Illinois and Burt, but I think Altmaier is overrated. I agree with that. Luke Altmaier, the quarterback, not a huge threat. Sage says, Ohio State won the first 14, 12 team, and now 16 team playoffs. Well, we haven't gotten to the 16 team yet. This year is 12 teams, so next year will be a 16er. They haven't worked out the details of what playoff model they're going with, whether it's a 5-11, 4-4, 2-2, 4-1-9, whatever. So we'll see on that one. So, yeah, we could win the first 16-team playoff next year. That'd be sweet. Stephen Cherry says, Shawn in mid-season panic form already. I love it. Yeah, Stephen Cherry.
Yes.
Come on,
Speak of
man.
truth.
Steve,
Bring it truth.
ball busting on me. Expectations. You guys are nuts, man. Hey, I want it too, but
Mid-season panic form already.
let's see how this first
Pull
game
him out.
goes.
I'm going to have to put that, I'm going to burn that into a piece of wood. I don't know why. Billy says, wide receiver, O-line, tight end, running back, LB, and DB should all end up top 5 rooms in the country. Yeah.
Yeah. Agree.
Can't argue. Can't argue with that. Right now, the Buckeyes on offense are number 8 at quarterback in the country, 5 at running back in the country, number 1 receiver/tight ends, and number 5 at O-line. So
No, five at running back. 5 at running back surprises me. Those guys are getting that much credit.
Surprises me. We don't have a quarterback that's played any football yet.
But it's Ryan Day and the Ohio State offense. Phil Steele was totally fucking us up the ass. Where did he have? He had us way down there in the Big Ten rankings. I got that shit. Phil, I had
running
a big
back?
problem with that. Quarterback. We're talking quarterbacks.
Because of the unknown.
The conference position groups he had. Shit, son of a bitch.
You can't say we're not. There's not 6 teams better than the Big Ten at quarterback room. There's not 6 best There's not 6 best or 6 better quarterback rooms.
There it is. All
Sorry,
right, I got it.
can't be.
No,
Yeah, you'll go.
we were 9. Phil Steele
9?
has us at 9 at quarterback.
Oh, wow.
Penn State number 1.
was
Illinois
it?
2.
Back up.
Illinois is 2. Okay. How's Michigan not 2? At least with Bryce Underwood. I mean, if nothing else. Then he has USC at 2, Nebraska at 2, UCLA at 2. Right?
What?
Hello.
What?
Yeah. I don't know how he gets all these teams tied at number 2. Failure.
What,
to
yeah.
commit.
What's going on, Steele? What's going, Phil?
That's his tiers. First tier, second tier.
No, because we're
What?
9th. We're in the 9th tier. No, he has Michigan at 13 quarterback room. Rutgers 14, Minnesota 17,
What?
Northwestern, Michigan State. Yeah. Iowa 6. So he has Iowa's quarterback room, Indiana's quarterback room above Ohio State's.
Come on.
Washington
Come on.
above Ohio State. Come on, man. Have you watched
What?
football?
Wait a minute. These guys don't have rooms that show what these guys have done. These guys, if you're going to,
They played
pretty much just
football,
going off
though.
rankings.
That's what he's ranking it off of.
Right. Yeah. It's experience. Not recruiting rankings.
Well, no, of course not. But I'm talking. Okay, it's just experience level.
Yeah.
That's a stupid way to rank stuff. All right, never mind.
Somehow Ryan Day's QB quarterbacking has not gotten any respect.
We don't have the ninth. We don't have the 9th best quarterback room overall. We don't. That's bullshit. That's just.
I know.
We don't. That's
in the Big Ten, Jeff.
I know. I mean, I don't know what. So I don't know what we're putting these rankings out for. If you're trying, because that's what people are gonna think. You're saying the
Puppies.
quarterbacks got the 9th best quarterback room in the Big Ten. No, we're maybe the 9th best in the country. I think we're closer to that than we are 9th in the Big Ten. Whatever.
So-
Okay. It's just a weird ranking that put out
Yeah. Phil's a weird guy.
based on just
Strange
based on
guy.
experience.
You have any more of that Big Red? Anyway, I got nothing else. You guys got anything else you want to toss out here for 4 minutes? We went a little long tonight. That's what she said. You guys want to take a week or two off, or do you want to be back next Sunday? We're playing the show while we're doing the show.
Yeah, let's try to. What can we talk about next Sunday? What can is there going to be any news?
Oh, there's a
And
plethora.
There's not going to be anything changing as far as on-field stuff.
I can give my dating updates.
Can you carry an hour? You gonna be able to carry an hour and a half?
On Bumble, and some girls on. Have you ever heard of Field? FEELD. Apparently, that's the hookup app. I have that.
Shawn. I think we both need to get off the air right now.
Why? Somebody breaking wind over there? What the fuck was that?
No, I think I'd be in there with you talking about your field apps.
Yeah. It's a lot of deranged people out there with mental problems.
Yeah.
That's just the women. Know what I saying? All right, guys. Great show. Appreciate you. 2 hours. Hope you enjoyed it. 120 minutes to you and me. We'll decide if we're going to be back next Sunday.
Let me know.
Not going to. Yeah, we'll talk about something. We got camp starting next week. So
yeah, I think we get in. We get in next Sunday night, and we get pumped up for camp.
Oh, we gotta do our 2 deeps on offense and defense at every position group. That's a heated debate, right?
It is, but I want to let's get into camp before we give us any type of
camp shit before.
Yes.
You're not gonna learn anything. It's not like they're gonna have cameras running in fucking.
Oh, we learn plenty. We learn enough.
Oh,
And plus, they're going to have more of that NFL model this year with camp too. Where there's going to be the media's going to have more access and
the
fans
first 3 practices will be open. Yeah, you're going to see so much
schedule
stuff.
predictions.
Stretching.
Schedule predictions. I want to give it a couple weeks. So, but I think we need to get back in next week, Joe.
What's that?
I think we do need to get back in next week. Get ready for camp and
So
get
next
your
Sunday?
latest updates yourself. Yeah.
You guys are down for okay.
Yeah.
Shawn, do you back that?
Shawn is in.
I should be good.
You co-sign? Okay.
Yeah, let's end it a little early though. Dad's getting tired.
All right, next Sunday, folks. Hope you
right.
stuck around through this horse shit last 15 minutes. We will be back next Sunday. I think we'll break down some. We should talk win totals, Big Ten, and probably the national championship contenders. Win total over unders. Buckeyes are at 10.5. We didn't have to hit the over last year, even though they screwed my bet. We hit the under and still won the national championship. So there's that. So anyway, all right. We appreciate everybody being here. Jeff and Shawn, appreciate you. And we will be back in 1 week.
We're back.
Back to
We
back.
are back.
We're going back to back. All right. That's all I got for you today.
All right, brother.
Talk to you guys later. Go Bucks.